Good night and welcome to Teleislas News with the most relevant and important information of the day. The National Police reported a series of arrests made during the last days on the island, within which an arrest for a shipment of marijuana stands out.
The police command of the archipelago of San Andres announced the capture of 3 people in the department. Among these is that of a citizen at the Gustavo Rojas Pinilla International Airport who was carrying a shipment of 2,256 grams of marijuana. Colonel Maria Elena Gomez gave details of the captures.
And in the same way, we have to highlight 3 captures in flagrancy. One for drug trafficking, another capture was carried out for personal injury, and the last one for procedural fraud.
The man who was carrying 2,256 grams of marijuana was placed at the disposal of the competent authority for prosecution. The police said that the protocols are intensified to detect the entry of drugs to the island through the Gustavo Rojas Pinilla International Airport.
The Departmental Government, who is the new operator of the animal shelter, conducted a cleanup activity at the animal shelter.
With the commitment to provide a place in good condition for the animals that are in the department shelter, the technical team of the Department of Public Services developed a cleaning activity and a throat cleaning of the place. The head of this office gave us more information.
We've been on behalf of the departmental administration doing the cleaning that the outgoing operator has not been able to do for a while. Then the administration, as responsible for the departmental animal shelter, has made a series of double and special cleaning, removing waste, and also soon there will be painting campaigns and daily activity to clean up the place.
Also, during the cleaning activity, some special waste was collected to proper disposal at the island Green Point.
And with street operations, the Ocre office seeks to reduce the number of citizens in irregular conditions on the island.
With a simultaneous inspection and surveillance operation, the Office of Control of Circulation and Residence Ocre, in conjunction with the National Police, has set up in different parts of the island different posts to identify citizens who are in an irregular condition on the island. In response to this, the community shared their opinion.
It is good that there are controls. Every time you see more and more people on the island, and sometimes it is people who come to damage the island, foreign to what we lived in our childhood. I think it's great. It's about time the Ocre made these controls. This way they can control the arrival of people. They should remove those who do not have the Ocre or do not have the right to remain here. It is better to take them to their place of origin.
Está bien, está bien.
I think it's great because there are a lot of people who want to stay.
Me parece muy bien, ya que
I think it is very good since we are seeing many cases of intolerance. There is a lot of delinquency, and I think it is good that they are doing these operative because there are many illegal people who are hurting the island. So I think it is very good.
The Office of Control of Circulation and Residence Ocre will continue to conduct these raids in different parts of the department during the course of this year 2022.
In other news, the Secretariat of Agriculture and Fisheries, together with the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, provide technical assistance for an agroecological diagnosis.
The Departmental Government and the Secretariat of Agriculture and Fisheries received a joint visit from the FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, and the Colombian Foreign Ministry with the objective of carrying out the second Departmental Technical Committee by means of technical visits to the farms of producers of the I-Youth Association and workshops on agro-industry and socio-business management as part of the actions to be developed within the framework of the agreement, joining administrative, technical, and financial efforts to contribute to social and economic development in the border departments, with a focus on technological innovation and sustainable production. As part of the process, technical assistance visits were made to conduct an agroecological diagnosis of the farms in order to define and select the lot where the production systems will be implemented. These production systems include a risk system and an agroecological system with polyculture. After completing the aforementioned actions, a technical monitoring process will continue continue between the government of San Andres, FAO Colombia, and the Our Youth Association to encourage the production of 4 species: oregano, basil, basket pepper, and cucumber. This agreement seeks to implement 2 specific lines of action in the archipelago. First, to activate sustainable agroecological production on the Our Youth Association's farms. Second, to set up a fruit and vegetable processing plant for the local production of breadfruit, basket pepper, vegetables, and oregano for the production of processed products.
Attention, the director of the Cartagena Environmental Corporation announced that they will implement different security actions after the theft of different infrastructure parts of the site.
Cartagena personnel who provide services at guards and ticket agents at the Old Point on the usual tour at the beginning of the day observed that part of the wood of the ecological trail was missing. The civil engineer of the corporation proceeded to perform a throat inspection and found 22 per 4 wooden slats missing, which have a commercial value of 105 pesos, which give a total value of approximately 2,300,000 pesos. In view of this fact, the director of Cartagena stated that they will reinforce security at the site.
La primera acción puntual.
The first specific action is to have more control, to see how we can reinforce the surveillance footprint in that area so that after 6 p.m. we can have permanent surveillance in that area. Historically, we have never had security guards in the regional park, but crime has increased. So what we will see is that we are going to reinforce the security, or we will put someone who lives in the area to help us verify this situation. What is happening is that this area has become a criminal area because not only have the infrastructure been robbed, but tourists and personnel who visit the area have also been robbed at gunpoint.
The corporation energetically rejects these acts and calls on the community to refrain from looting public property, which is not only for the use of the entity for conservation processes, but also for the enjoyment of the tourism sector, residents, and racial population of the archipelago.
Starting in July, professionals will be able to register to be part of the SENA's pool of teachers.
Apply in the call to be part of the Bank of Instructors of the SENA from May 12 in the Public Employment Agency. The entity invites all professional people of the department to be part of the team of instructors of the SENA Learning Service.
We want to extend a call to all those people who believe they have pedagogical skills to be a teacher, to come to the Public Employment Agency of SENA, where we have the open call for the pool of teachers, in which people have to update their personal data and emails, but also may approach to see the requirements that are necessary to meet in order to participate.
The SENA invites you to know all the educational offer in topics of the training plan to be SENA instructor, which will serve as a guide in the training pedagogy by projects that the SENA manage. For more information, visit the SENA facilities on the Newell Avenue during office hours.
And San Andres has high level of domestic violence, a situation that concerns the Family Welfare Institute.
The Department of San Andres Providence and Cartagena ranked second at national level with the highest rate of intrafamily violence. This was announced by the Regional Director of the Colombian Family Welfare Institute, Juan Carlos Bonilla.
San Andrés tiene un récord muy importante, desafortunadamente.
San Andres has a very important record in domestic violence, unfortunately, and it is an issue that worries us enormously. That is why we're handling it in a coordinated manner with the Family Police and the Attorney General Office to mitigate this scourging. At the moment, we're in second national place, and it's a very worrying issue. During the pandemic, violence also shot up. We are seeing cases on a daily basis.
The attention route for cases of intrafamily violence starts at the Family Police Station, and the Welfare Institute provides follow-up to cases when they are within a family.
Domestic violence is an issue that is handled by the Family Police Station. When domestic violence occurs within the family, it is the role of the Family Police Station, and what we do as Welfare Institute is follow up the process. When violence occurs outside the family, in schools, in public spaces, that is the role of the Family Welfare Institute, and we are very well coordinated with the Family Police Station.
For the Family Welfare Institute, it is worrying how this scourge has shot up during the pandemic, which is why the entities try to work together to combat it.
The message is that together we can reduce this scourge that is affecting the family, society, and the states in order to give a better future to
The
the
Family Welfare Institute reminds people who are victims of domestic violence to denounce and follow the established routes, since it guarantees a better future for children and at the same time prevents unfortunate events from occurring.
The mayor of Cartagena, William Dow Chamat, by decree officially appointed Franklin Amador Hawkins, who is a professional specializing in the area of public investment of this entity, and serve as interim secretary for 3 months. As secretary of district planning, Amador Hawkins has more than 15 years of experience in the public sector. In his professional career, among other positions, he served as departmental controller of the archipelago of San Andres, Providence, and Santa Catalina. At this time, we continue with Victor Fusalba and the sport news of the archipelago.
Hello, here are the best sports of the islands. Coaches are very contented with the beginning of the Departmental Football League tournament. Coaches of the different island soccer clubs are very happy with the start of the Departmental League tournament. Héctor Villarreal, a representative of Club FSA, said the following.
Con referente a la inauguración, algo.
With reference to the inauguration, it is something that excites us because I have been in soccer since I was 7 years old, and this means something big for athletes. A sportsman feels it when singing the hymn of San Andres. I represented San Andres at selection level, and today I am pleased to see many talented children participating in the inauguration and in the department tournament of the Soccer League. This is a very good action which needs a lot of participation from parents, to whom I call to support our children in sports, so they do not deviate to other paths and can be more consistent in the sport. The Departmental League has done a good job with this inauguration, for which I congratulate Dr. Lai Newbal, the president of the league, and the entire board of directors.
According to Villarreal, the commitment to soccer should be a joint work of all coaches, following the process so that the soccer can improve in our department. Forming talent in baseball, the Departmental League continues its process in the children's baseball. The Children's Baseball Tournament continues its process of formation for the small baseball players of the island, who every day are looking to be prospects for professional baseball. This baseball process has many parents happy. One of them is Humberto Carrasquilla, who told us,
Soy padre de uno de los jóvenes que.
I am the father of one of the youngsters who is participating in the children's tournament. I like very much what is being done, since it is developing lasting seeds in the lives of these children. We hope that in the not too distant future, we will hear news of national and international recruitments, as this is something that has been lost in the culture of San Andres. We were always aware that we were a power in baseball, basketball, and other disciplines. But especially as it was my sport, we were always aware of basketball and baseball, which is the case we are talking about right now.
it is important that these processes of formation continue in our baseball league for our little players, as stated by Carrasquilla. And this will be all in sports for tonight. We will see you on another broadcast. We continue with Lisa.